Once again, good afternoon to all. Uh, we were discussing about the measurement of temperature, right? And we have said that there are three important devices available with us for the measurement of temperature. Number one was resistance thermometer, or it is resistance temperature detector, that is RTD. Number two is thermistor, and number three is thermocouple. In our previous class, we have discussed about RTD, right? And today we will be going to discuss about the thermistors, right? First of all, the major difference between these three devices, there are other differences, but as far as major difference is concerned, here one point you may note down that the RTD and thermocouple, these are basically the positive temperature coefficient devices. It means their temperature, their resistance increases when temperature increases, whereas thermistor is just the opposite device. Usually it has a negative temperature coefficient, right? Actually, somebody is asking for the joining. So the main difference between these devices, RTD and thermocouple are having the positive temperature coefficient, whereas thermistor is having negative temperature coefficient. And one more point, both RTD and thermocouples are usually made up of metals, and we all know that the metals are having positive temperature coefficient, whereas thermistor is made up of semiconductor materials which are having negative temperature coefficient, right? So mainly right now we are having two differences. Okay. Yesterday we have discussed about the RTD. So before switch on the discussion related to the thermistors, that is second device. Uh, First understand about the drawbacks of RTD, because yesterday we have missed this point. Uh, if we talk about RTD and if we compare RTD with thermistor, then RTD is somehow expensive as compared to the thermistors. Second one, it has a very slow response. When the change in temperature occurs, then there is very slow response in resistance. And third one is it is sensitive to vibrations. If you are measuring temperature and some vibrations or some shocks are observed, then it is very sensitive and your data of recorded data may be malfunction and they may not be correct. And one more limitation of this is there is an internal heating. When temperature increases, then internal heating is also observed, which also affected the recorded data, right? So today we are going to discuss the thermistors, and as usual, these are some points that will be discussed in subsequent slides. That is principle, what materials are used for the construction, the temperature versus resistance characteristics, and the mathematical relationship, and some numerical problem we'll also be going to discuss. So first point is thermistor. It is also known as thermal resistor. Basically, thermistor is a special type of resistor whose resistance changes with change in temperature, right? And this property is mainly used for the measurement of temperature. If we need a very precise measurement, then we make use of thermistors. I'll be discussing this point in our next some slides. We have already discussed that thermistors are made up of semiconductor materials, usually having negative temperature coefficients. Negative temperature coefficient means what? Their resistance decreases when temperature increases. Here I have written NTC. NTC means negative temperature coefficients. If you go through the literature thoroughly or in depth, you will also find that thermistors are also made up of positive temperature coefficients, but most of the thermistors, I would say uh, about 99% thermistors are made up of negative temperature coefficients. Only few thermistors are made up by positive temperature coefficient, and the positive temperature coefficient thermistor are mainly used in thermal switching devices, right? I will give you some example of this material. Here you can see that the negative temperature coefficient uh, materials, these are basically the oxides of metals, that is manganese, nickel, cobalt, copper, iron and uranium. These are some example of the materials having negative temperature coefficient, whereas barium titanate and heavily doped silicon are the example of positive temperature coefficients, and these are mainly used in thermal switching devices beyond their threshold value. Means initially when the temperature increases, these materials having negative temperature coefficient, but after a certain value, this value is known as critical value or threshold value. After this value, there is a drastic change in their characteristics, and they are having positive temperature coefficients. That's why these devices are mainly used for the thermal switching devices, right? Before the threshold value, they act as open circuit, and just after the critical value, they will act as a closed switch, right? As far as their range of temperature is concerned, they are mainly used in between 100 to 300 degrees centigrade. Yesterday we have seen some example of RTD, where we have mentioned that the RTD are mainly made up of platinum, right? And the range of temperature we have seen from 0 to 1000 degrees centigrade. So here you can note down one more important point. As far as the range of temperature for the application is concerned, RTD is having more range as compared to thermistor. Please take a note of that. We have seen that these are having negative temperature coefficient, so their characteristics is non-linear in nature. Whereas in case of RTD, that is platinum resistance temperature detector, their characteristics is linear because they are having positive temperature coefficients mainly. Here, this is very important characteristics where I'm trying to make you understand about the uh, characteristics of both RTD and thermistor. Here I have shown four characteristics: A, B, C, and D. Basically, A, B, and C, these are the characteristics of different thermistors having their reference temperature as 25 degrees centigrade, but having different value of their resistance. Whereas the fourth characteristic, that is D, it is the characteristics of platinum resistance temperature detector, that is PRDT, right? Here you can see that the characteristics A for a particular thermistor, it is having the resistance around 300 ohm at 0 degree centigrade, and when you increase the temperature, their characteristic is non-linear, and around 50 degrees centigrade temperature, it is having on very less value around 30 degree. So you can see that from 0 to 50 there is a huge change is observed in the value of resistance, whereas in case of RTD there is a very small change. So this is the main property. We can see that the thermistors are more sensitive towards the change in temperature and will be having large value. So whenever a small change in temperature is there, we can observe the change in resistance. That's why thermistors are more sensitive and they are mainly used for the precise measurement, right? The same characteristics we can see in case of the thermistors of having characteristics B and C, right? As far as the mathematical relationship is concerned, yesterday we have also seen a mathematical relationship uh, with resistance and temperature. So as far as thermistors are concerned, this is the relationship RT. RT is the resistance at temperature T, right? And R0 is the resistance at reference temperature. Yesterday I have also mentioned the reference temperature is usually 0 degree centigrade, but sometimes it may be 20, 25, or even 30 degree. It depends upon the problem under consideration. So it varies between 0 to 30 degrees centigrade, right? Here you can note down one important point, that all the temperatures are in Kelvin. Please take a note of that. Here, yesterday we have uh, coefficient alpha, but now today we have a different coefficient, that is beta. And this beta value is depend upon the characteristics of material, and the standard value is usually 4000, and sometimes it also varies from 2000 to 4000 depending upon the material used for the construction of thermistors. So here I am giving you one problem. So please try this problem. This is just a assignment. for a certain thermistor resistance at 20 degrees centigrade. As I have mentioned, this is your reference temperature, right? It may be 0, 20, 25, 30 degree even. In this case, we have given 20 degrees centigrade. Its resistance is 1050 ohm and the value of beta is given as 3140, right? And we are supposed to determine the temperature when resistance is 300 ohm. So use the expression and find out the value. The if you solve this problem, you will find the value is 281.69 Kelvin. Here in this problem, the temperatures is given in degree centigrade. So please convert it into the Kelvin and then only solve. Now come to the advantages of thermistors. Number one advantage is it is cheaper than RTD. We have seen the limitation of RTD. It was found expensive, and one high accuracy we have seen in the characteristics. It is mostly useful for the precise measurement. It also has high sensitivity. Here I have written two values. Please take a note of that. Plus 0.0038. This is the sensitivity of platinum resistance temperature detector, right? And here I have written minus 0.045. This is the sensitivity of a thermistor. So here you can see that the sensitivity of thermistor is around 10 to 15 times more as compared to the RTD, right? It also acts as a compensatory circuit. It means, suppose in the circuit, your resistance increases with increment in the temperature, and you don't want such kind of changes in the network, then you can use thermistors as a compensatory circuit because uh, thermistors are having negative temperature coefficient. So the increment in resistance with increment in the temperature, you can nullify this effect by just inserting a thermistor, right? As far as the response is concerned, these thermistors are having faster response as compared to the RTD, right? And one more important aspect is it is not affected by the stray magnetic and electrostatic fields. As far as the limitations are concerned, uh, I have also mentioned RTD is having more temperature range. If we consider the example of platinum, it can be used for temperature up to 1000 degrees centigrade, whereas the thermistors are only used up to 300 degrees centigrade, right? And this point is also been discussed. These having non-linear characteristics, whereas RTD is having linear characteristics. And third important point is because its sensitivity is very high, so it is also affected, sorry, not affected, but it is sensitive to ambient temperature. And uh, as it is made up by the semiconducting materials, so it is somehow less stable as compared to RTD, right? As far as applications are concerned, apart from the measurement of temperature, uh, this thermistors is also used for the control of temperature if it is used along with relay. Also, it is indirectly used for the measurement of level, flow, pressure, and thermal conductivity, right? So it is all about the thermistors, right?